And I had asked her about the pressure washer situation, and we had discussed this particular conversation, in fact. And she said that person is not a neighbor, and none of that is even remotely true. She said it's another fake caller, just like this cousin. She said, can you imagine the pain and injury it would cause to spray someone with a pressure washer? She said those things can literally cut through stuff. And the fact that someone would think that my husband would do that to my son, it makes me so angry. And they're trying to make my husband out like he's a monster, and he is a damn good man. And that was what she texted me.
Okay, it's all right.
And she said society as a whole has fallen far from grace, and far too few still hold Jesus in their hearts, and it's sad to see. And that was what I wanted to come on here and share with y'all, because this is her real feelings.
Yeah.
And they're breaking this family down as if they're not already hurting, because she just wants her son to come home. And you don't have to understand the way that each of these parents is dealing with it, or even what has happened in the past between Seth and Katie. Like, none of that matters at this point. What matters is, where is Sebastian? And law enforcement is searching out this picture. I've had lots of people message me about it, and all I can tell you is that law enforcement is out there looking into everything they can to find out who this person is and find this child because that was the one thing that Katie said. She said, even though I'm not sure that it's him, I need to know that it's not 100%. So I need you guys to do whatever it takes to find out that this is not my son. And that's what they're doing. And that's all I know.
See this beautiful boy right here? This beautiful boy here.
I'm just asking for y'all to give this situation some grace. You can have your opinions, but do we have to rip these people apart at the shreds with lies? I don't know what's happened to Sebastian, but I know that his mother and his stepfather, who, by the way, loves this kid, has told me so many amazing stories about taking him fishing and doing things like going to the park. They go bowling. He loves this kid. He would never want to hurt Sebastian ever, and hasn't. And this is just what they tell me. And look at his sweet face, y'all. I mean, he is so full of life, and I love for them to share the stories about Sebastian. And the one thing that Katie tells me is, I can't wait till Sebastian comes home. She said, but it also really makes it stressful, because when he does come home, I'm going to have to explain to him why these people were saying these mean things about his mom and his stepdad. I'm going to have to explain to him, because Sebastian is very smart. And she said this will hurt him. And to hear her be so upset. She just wants her son to come home.
And we all do. We all want him to come home.
Yeah.
Just like any other person involved in a missing child, we want them to come home. Absolutely. We don't want to hear about this bullshit. You think the parents want to hear about it?
She says, I just, at being his mom, she said, I know that he's alive. I just feel that he's alive. And he's going to come home. It's just when, I don't know, but he's going to come home. And I asked her about the picture, and she did tell me. She said, if I could she said, I know all of his freckles, all of his little moles. She said, if I could get a picture of close to his face or his neck, she said, I'd be able to tell you if that was him. She said, or if I could get a video of that kid walking, she said, I could tell you in a few seconds if that was him. She said, but I don't have that, so I can't say. So I got to depend on law enforcement to do their job, to vet it, because I need to know. Because I need my son to come home now. So thank you for letting me share that.
Of course.
Because I want people to know that going out and damaging these families' character and saying these things has repercussions. So I would be really mindful, because if you don't think that law enforcement isn't watching, if you don't think that they don't have the documentation of everything that's been done, there might come a day, allegedly, maybe, I don't know 100% for sure, but I know that there could be people that could be in a lot of trouble, because slander is a real thing.
Sure is.
So I would just be very mindful, because dirty deleting now is probably a little too late, because it's all been saved on a hard drive and sent to the right people, and that includes law enforcement. And it's a shame that it had to come to this, but it didn't have to. You can have your opinions, but you can give your opinion respectfully, and you don't have to talk about their body parts or put down the way they look or you don't have to go there. Like, just do it with facts like this. And this is my opinion, and the reason I feel this way is because XXX, and you don't have to go off of things that you can't vet as facts. Just use the facts, say what it is, and have your opinion. But taking it to this level, it's a lot. It's a lot. And if there's a UPS driver out there listening, I'd watch your back, because they're watching. A lot of us are watching. These people out here pretending to be Chris Proudfoot. If you thought that nobody was going to figure it out, well, I don't know if I want to say that I'm a sleuth, but I think my friend Clue said it good. She's an observationalist, and it's been reported. Just know that. Don't mess around in this community, because there could be repercussions.
And trust and believe, we've got the best eyes and ears everywhere around here.
I have a lot of people doing wonderful things, sending all the information to the places that it needs to go. It's just what has to be done. I was so hoping that it wasn't going to come to this, but it just is what it is.